Hello everyone. Welcome to Quick Read, where we provide you with valuable insights and knowledge from the world's best books in just a matter of minutes. Chapter 1. The Surprising Power of Atomic Habits. In this opening chapter, James Clear introduces the concept of atomic habits, small, incremental changes that can lead to significant transformations over time. He discusses how habits shape our identities and provides examples of how even tiny habits can lead to substantial results. For instance, he tells the story of the British cycling team's success, attributing it to small habit improvements. Chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity, and vice versa. Clear delves into the relationship between habits and identity. He explains how changing our habits can lead to changes in how we see ourselves. The chapter provides examples of how individuals can transform their identities through habit changes, such as someone quitting smoking and adopting the identity of a non-smoker. Chapter 3. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. Clear introduces the 4-step habit loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. He explains how to use these steps to build good habits and break bad ones. Examples are provided to illustrate the process, including the habit of checking your phone in response to a notification. Chapter 4. The Man Who Didn't Look Right. This chapter emphasizes the role of cues in habit formation. Clear discusses the story of Claude Cahun, a French artist, and how she used cues to challenge societal norms. He also shares real-world examples of cues leading to both positive and negative habits. Chapter 5. The Best Way to Start a New Habit. Clear explores the concept of habit stacking, which involves adding a new habit on top of an existing one. He provides practical examples, like flossing your teeth after brushing, to illustrate how habit stacking can make habit formation more effective. Chapter 6. Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. In this chapter, Clear emphasizes the importance of environment in shaping habits. He discusses how our surroundings can influence our behavior, using the story of Alcoholics Anonymous and the power of social environment as an example. Chapter 7. The Secret to Self-Control. Clear explains that self-control is not about willpower alone but also about creating an environment that supports good habits. He provides examples of how altering your environment can make it easier to resist temptation, like keeping junk food out of sight. Chapter 8. How to Make Good Habits Inevitable and Bad Habits Impossible. This chapter introduces the concept of temptation bundling and discusses how to make good habits more attractive and bad habits less appealing. Clear uses examples like watching your favorite TV show only while exercising to illustrate this principle. Chapter 9. The Role of Family and Friends in Shaping Your Habits. Clear explores how social influences can impact our habits. He shares examples of how relationships and social networks can either support or hinder habit change. The story of Jerry Seinfeld's commitment to writing jokes daily highlights the power of accountability from friends. Chapter 10. How to Find and Fix the Causes of Your Bad Habits. In this chapter, Clear discusses the importance of identifying the root causes of bad habits. He provides examples of how to perform a habit audit and uncover the underlying triggers for behavior you want to change. Chapter 11. Walk slowly, but never backward. The difference between motion and action. Clear distinguishes between motion, planning and preparing, and action, taking concrete steps. He emphasizes the need to move from motion to action to make real progress. Examples include the difference between planning to write a book and actually sitting down to write. Chapter 12. The Law of Least Effort. Clear introduces the concept of making habits easy to do by reducing friction. He discusses how small changes in environment and convenience can lead to big habit improvements. The example of placing a book you want to read on your bedside table illustrates this principle. Chapter 13. How to Stop Procrastinating, Using the 2-Minute Rule. Clear provides strategies for overcoming procrastination, including the 2-minute rule, which suggests that if a task can be done in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Examples demonstrate how this rule can be applied to various aspects of life. Chapter 14. The 2-Minute Rule, How to Make Good Habits Inevitable and Bad Habits Impossible. In this chapter, Clear further explores the power of the 2-minute rule in forming new habits. He provides examples of how breaking habits down into small, manageable steps can make them more achievable. Chapter 15. The Cardinal Rule of Behavior Change. Clear emphasizes the importance of consistency in habit formation. He discusses the cardinal rule of behavior change and provides examples of how sticking to a schedule can be the key to long-term success. Chapter 16. How to stick with good habits every day. This chapter focuses on the importance of tracking habits and staying accountable. Clear shares examples of habit tracking methods and how they can reinforce positive behavior. Chapter 17. The downside of creating good habits. Clear discusses the potential downsides of good habits, such as becoming too rigid or perfectionistic. He provides examples of when good habits can turn into harmful obsessions and how to strike a balance. Chapter 18. How to recover from a bad day. Clear offers strategies for getting back on track after a setback. He shares examples of how to avoid a small setback from derailing your progress and how to view bad days as isolated incidents. Chapter 19. The Law of Atomic Habits. In the final chapter, Clear summarizes the key principles of atomic habits and reinforces the idea that small changes can lead to significant results over time. He provides examples of individuals who have transformed their lives through the power of atomic habits. Critique and summary. Atomic Habits, by James Clear, is a highly practical and insightful book that provides a systematic approach to habit formation and personal growth. It offers a wealth of real-world examples, scientific research, and actionable advice for readers looking to improve their lives by harnessing the power of small habits. One of the book's strengths is its focus on the interplay between habits and identity, emphasizing that changing habits can lead to a fundamental shift in how we perceive ourselves. Clear's use of engaging stories and relatable examples makes complex psychological concepts accessible to a wide audience. However, some critics argue that while the book provides a comprehensive framework for understanding habits, it may not address the unique challenges individuals face in breaking specific, deeply ingrained habits. Additionally, some readers may find the book's advice on habit formation to be somewhat repetitive. In summary, Atomic Habits is a valuable resource for anyone seeking to make positive changes in their life. It offers practical tools and a clear roadmap for building and sustaining habits that can lead to long-lasting personal growth and success. If you're interested in self-improvement and behavior change, this book is definitely worth a read.